If you're struggling to get a grip on what's going on in the AI market, as an investor, you want to know the top companies that are driving the innovation so you can capitalize on that value. Today, we're going to get into it. This is the data center stocks we're watching for this week, and I'm going to go over the top 5 that we have on our list. Now, number 1 is going to be IREN. This is IREN stock. This is one of the top companies we've seen recently pull back, and we started getting our attention on the company around $7 a share. They were as low as $5 at one point, and they've run up to $76 a share, and they've recently run back down. So you can see that they're at $39 to $40 a share right now. They're currently sitting just above 40. They've kind of consolidated between 39 and now 40. And the resistance here that they're currently facing is right around $42 a share, with a support level right here around 39 to $40 a share. So you can see that they have this resistance, so-called resistance, that you're seeing on the technical side, but on the company's financials and what we've seen with their growth, there's a few reasons why we're following them. Number 1, they may sell down and they may have some sell downs here, and they are high risk because they're in the data center market, but that also means they're high return. So we like to focus on companies that are high return. And if the high return companies are in the AI market, you then have to say, okay, what segment of the AI market are they in? And this is in the data center market, so much more bullish than other AI markets is the data center market, because it's focused on the underlying infrastructure, the thing that powers AI. And so they've jumped as high as $70 before, but we're looking at this current resistance, seeing if they break above $42 a share, up to about 45 to 47. And they have over $9 billion signed in deals with Microsoft. They work with Meta as well, and they are working on the AI cloud computing. And so while they have a support level around $39, the volatility is heavy, so we want to have caution with this one. But for short-term trade and the volatility that it offers, you might see that there is a continuation of trend. We get this movement up to $60 a share or $80 a share potentially with a continuation. But right now, they are selling back down to the 200-day moving average. There's some downward pressure. They have that near-term resistance. And so while they're a high-value potential breakout, we have to first just identify they have a resistance they have to break above first, around 42. If they break above there, then we're looking at margins for profit of 10%. To next resistance after that would be around 50. If they can break above 45, up to $55 a share, that's a 30% increase. So that's why we have them here on our list. Number 2 is going to be APLD stock. Now, APLD is also in a similar perspective. If you were to look at their deals, they've signed over $15 billion with CoreWeave and some other technology companies that need data centers built. NVIDIA is one of the top investors with this company, and the outlook for them has been very bullish. In fact, I was just looking at it over in Prophecy AI. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at Prophecy AI, you can get my best analysis put into one tool along with the greatest models in the world, from Grok to OpenAI to Claude to Gemini, in the first link below. Go have a look. But you can see some of the projections into the longer term timeframes. APLD very bullish. Why is that? Well, they've had a very consistent uptrend. They're holding around $35 a share. They could potentially sell back down to 25, 27, but they, from a valuation standpoint, could be up around $45 to $50 to $80 a share even, because currently they have over $15 billion, once again, in their pipeline. But if you were to look at their current market cap, APLD market cap, you would see that they're currently holding at a market cap of just $9.8 billion, despite having $15 billion and growing revenue of 250%, growing revenue year over year now. They have a lot of bullish momentum for their data center infrastructure. So they've got investments from NVIDIA and others. You can see some of the longer term timeframes. Once again, the 1-year timeframes. You even have Claude projecting as much as 37% increase here. Gemini, even more bullish, anticipating over 50% returns annually for anyone that's holding this stock from current prices. Of course, there is some volatility. I do see some downward trends in the nearer term. Once again, even some anticipating sell downs of 5 to 10%. But most of the consensus, from what I see, is pretty bullish into even the near term timeframes. There's a little volatility there. Maybe Claude or Gemini is looking a little bearish. But for the most part, things swinging pretty bullish into the longer term time frame is more consistent. And that's why we like them. So once again, that downward pressure in the near term here, maybe they don't make that immediate move. They even sell down here into these levels. It's possible they got some downward pressure, but they're looking to target up into $40 plus, $50 plus into the next year. So that's why we have them here at number 2. Number 3 is going to be TSSI. Almost said a different one. TSSI is going to be $12 target from current prices, which would be about a 50% increase. Why is that? Well, they also have the risk of breaking below where they're currently at. They have this support level here around 750, which is below where they're currently at. But once again, at $8 a share, if they were to hold and keep above the 750 level, some of their targets from a technical perspective are as high as $12. That's a 50% increase, to even as high as $16 to $20 a share, which would be up to 150% increase if they can make these runs. So they've had some overall bullish momentum. If you look back over the last year, kind of see they have this trend, this uptrend, and they're currently more on a discount down around the support level. And we've seen them up as high as $30 a share. And they're currently hanging around $8 a share. So the market of data centers is growing, but you also have not just the construction, but the actual providing of the skills to build the configuration, not just the actual construction, but the actual configuration of the computers. So that's what TSSI does. And as you can tell, they are starting to grow over the last year. We see them go from 24 cents to $8 a share. They're pretty volatile in that sense. If you look at their market cap, and let's also pull it up in Prophecy here, TSSI. Once again, full training on Prophecy. If you guys would like to use AI like this, it's going to be in the second link below. When it comes to TSSI's market cap, they're at 233 million, and their revenue has been slightly down over the last quarter. But annually, they're growing, and they've hockey sticked up in their revenue, and their balance sheet is doing pretty good as they're up to $165 million. And they've got positive growth in the last few quarters. They've actually had some positive net income. They have market cap now 234 million, but potentially if they're in the market they're in and they do 300 million a year and they've got 100 million in equity, somewhere around there, then the market caps really should be around 450 to 500 million. That's not taking into account the leniency or the more bullishness of having them in the data center markets. And so in that case, if they were, let's say, in the market caps of around 300 to 500 million, they're looking at around 10 to 11 bucks to even as high as 20 bucks a share, which currently, once again, would be around 100% increases, give or take, into these levels. So watching that $7 support, see how they hold around $7.50 really is where it's at. $7, a little more conservative. And if they can break back up above and start a trend similar to what we saw back here in January, then we potentially will trade them in a short-term trade. But I do hold the company long-term. And that is important. Which brings us to number 4, which is going to be NBIS. NBIS. This is going to be NBIS. And this stock is providing computing power for top data center companies or data center driven companies that need the cloud computing. So they're also partnered with NVIDIA, and you can see once again in the Prophecy AI, it's pretty mixed. You see some bullishness, some bearishness over the next month, skewed a little bit towards the bullishness over the next 3 months and bullish in the next year or so, but definitely volatile, even looking at corrections in the short term. But if you're going to look at NBIS, NBIS, and get an idea of what that looks like, things look super bullish. So what's the reason? They currently are hanging above the 200-day moving average, and they've been as high as 141 million or $141 a share. NBIS is currently growing very fast because their market cap is still relatively small to the amount of deals that they've secured. They work with Google, they work with NVIDIA, they are building these data centers and increasing their computing power by adding more GPUs to power AI. And so they got AI cloud, all that good stuff. And so as you see them kind of trend upwards, if you look on the longer term timeframes, once again, you're looking at kind of some support levels you got here, potentially around the 200-day moving average, which they recently bounced. They do have a resistance level that they're facing around $100 a share, and they're currently at 97. So currently they may break back down about 20% or so to that $79 price point. That's a risk. But what we're looking at for the longer term is for NBIS to continue back up into this $100 plus level, even continue into the 140. It's still high. It even looks a little overbought if you were to really look kind of on the medium term time frames for a trade. It looks like RSI MACD is overbought and that it may sell back down once again to that $79 price point. So just kind of watching out on the near term. There is this risk where you have support and resistance currently where it's at here, and you have this resistance where they're trying to break back above 100, but they have struggled around this level. So looking for them to continue as they have had large contracts and they continue to power the AI markets. And that's why we have them there at number 4. Number 5 is going to be BITF. Now, BITF is a data center company that has recently gone full data center. If you were looking for the top data center companies, a recurring theme a lot of times is that they were previously in the Bitcoin mining. It's not by surprise. It's because they had so much computing power to do the Bitcoin mining that once AI became in demand and now they need the GPUs and the models now exist and computing power is a big thing for companies, they're willing to pay these Bitcoin miners that have all of the GPUs, have all of the setup for the cloud compute to be able to run their AIs. And so BITF has multiple data centers totaling just under gigawatt. So they've got like 450 megawatts of power for GPUs. And their own data centers are currently being used for mixed either Bitcoin mining or for data centers. But they recently announced they're changing their name from Bitfarms. They're changing it to called Keel. It's going to be related to primarily data centers. And they're currently trying to figure out what's going to go on. I mean, they might reprice in. They are selling down. You see this downward pressure. They were even down to 150 at one point. But, if you look at the support levels and kind of see where they're at, they are below some key levels. If they start to break back above this 230 here, we're starting to see really bullish potential for them as they gear up. Their revenue is okay. Financials not bad. They have around 600 million in cash, so they have lots of money already. They're looking to jump and get into the data center market more heavily, which if it works out for them, with their current infrastructure that they have plus new infrastructure, they potentially could be at a market cap that would be putting them between $3 to $5 a share. So if they're currently at $2 a share, give or take, if they were to get up to 275 to 365, that's a 55% increase. If they were to price in around $5, they're 100%. And so they're higher risk, they're lower market cap, and they're newer to the data center market game, but they already have infrastructure and might be able to hit the ground running, which is why we like them currently. Now, we trade Bitfarms, but we also like to trade a lot of companies in quantum. Primarily what we focused on lately is space tech, defense, data centers, and also a little bit of the robotics markets and the semiconductor markets as well, because those are markets that we already hold long term. So those are what we're going to be focusing on through this week. And if you want to ever tune on in live to watch me trade live, see my entries, see my exits, and surround yourself with other investors, you can get lifetime access for our AI boom in the second link below. Go have a look. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below on what you think about the top 5 data center companies we've got mentioned here. Do consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.